Most all companies selling financial and health products in the India market, whether it is insurance or mutual funds or health products, have already proved that they're very bad at sales strategy. In fact, most of them are driven just by a desire to tap the growing India market with a basic marketing strategy that says, okay, let us say insurance penetration is 8% in India, it's going to get 20%, and we need to play in this pool. And what they do is they let loose an army of unpaid agents who have been promised certain commissions with little to no training and little to no sales strategy out into the field till the time that their job gets done, till the time the company ends up growing, but the agents themselves over a period of time find out that they are on the losing side. And if you are working with such a company, if you're working with a networking company with a good health product, if you're working with a financial company with a good insurance product, mutual fund product, or trading product, and you're finding that your training is lacking behind the market and you're constantly losing sales and losing leverage because of oversupply of product, oversupply of distributors, where the company has not clearly chalked out a good sales strategy, then this video is for you. My name is Dr. Rajat Sinha. I'm a medical doctor turned sales strategist and author of the Bible of Sales, which is called Nil Negotiation Selling. And after failing for 15 years working with such companies, I was finally able to go to Silicon Valley, work under a mentor for more than 10 years, and truly understand what exactly is meant by sales strategy. Like I mentioned, most companies, what they teach you about the market before they sign you up for a distributorship is basically marketing strategy, and most of these companies are bad even at that. What they do is they download a report from Statista or look at some industry averages, and they say, okay, the health market in India is going to grow from this percent to this percent, or the make money market or insurance market is going to grow from this percent to this percent, and that gives us a space to play in there. There is zero regard for buyer motive, there is zero regard for competitive strategy, zero regard for market strategy, saturation, buyer stage, or the elements of sales, which are all of the factors that go into sales strategy outside of the actual frame. What is the actual frame? In my last video, I talked about what are the 3 S's that you need to focus on when you're in front of a potential buyer or a prospect, and how do you need to manage that conversation so you get the highest amount of closing rate. However, even before you sit in front of a prospect like that, it's very, very essential that you understand all of the different elements that I'm going to be talking about in this particular video and in the next couple of videos, because I really want to attack this topic in a very detailed fashion, especially if you're a distributor who's not being paid a flat retainer or flat salary, and you're working essentially for free only in return for the promise of making some commissions in return for sales. All right, regardless of whether the market is insurance or mutual funds or health products, supplements, whatever it is, the health and the make money markets are basically oversaturated with huge number of brands which are over the counter, or they could be working through a franchise system, and the number of distributors per company who are essentially working for free. So if you are such a distributor, dealer, broker, agent, etc., then this video is very, very important for you. Let me just quickly share my screen over here and talk to you about the pre-sale factors that I'm going to be talking about. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the dominant buying motive analysis. How do you analyze your buyers with regard to dominant buying motive? And in the next couple of videos, stay tuned. You will be watching sales elements and buyer stage. Okay, so now what is the dominant buying motive for a particular product? Essentially, the training that the company gives is highly focused upon product without understanding what are the different drivers that that product can potentially trigger. What are the different reasons people buy anything? And this is irrespective of product. Now, if you're selling a health product, or if you're selling a passive income product or active income product, even a make money kind of an opportunity, then you need to understand why is it that people would like to make more money? Why is it that people would like to lose weight or get six-pack abs or whatever it is? And there are multiple different reasons why. Of course, making money is a core need for people, or getting healthier is a core need for people. We understand that as distributors. However, people do not really understand the urgency or the need to act on a generalized message, and that is why you need to connect it to a dominant buying motive. Briefly put, what I've covered in my book and what I'll be covering in this video is that there are 5 dominant buying motives, out of which the first 2 are the most important. And if you can anchor your product to any of these on any of these dominant buying motives, then you will have a very, very high chance of getting much higher closing, simply because you've tapped into unmentioned, deeper kind of instincts that the prospect has, that nobody talks about upfront, because these are more of subconscious drives and desires. So let me go into the 5 dominant buying motives that any prospect will have especially with regard to any product, especially if you're selling a health product, make money product, or even a love relationship, parenting. You have becoming a better human being, self improvement kind of a product, which is the third quadrant. All right, so you have money is one of the biggest quadrants. Then you have health, and then you have love, life, relationship, parenting, self improvement, etc. That kind of niche. Okay. Now, what are the five dominant buying motives that anybody buys anything? The five dominant buying motives are survival, replication, comfort, conformity, and class. Survival, replication, comfort, conformity, and class, out of which survival and replication are the biggest. In fact, 80% of the reasons why people buy anything has to do with either their survival or their replication. What is survival? Are they in a situation, or can you show them if they are going to be in a situation where their life or their very survival or the survival of their business or the survival of their finances is under immediate threat? If you can do that, then you're going to make more sales. Very, very simple. All right. It's easy for you if you're selling a product like business insurance or fire insurance for businesses who don't have one, because if anything untoward happens to a business and they are not insured, then their operations immediately stop and they don't have the cash cover to protect themselves. So it's a very easy sell if you have a product that directly addresses the survival need. In other cases, you have to build the links and you have to draw the pictures in the prospect's mind so that they understand what is the threat to their survival if they do not buy your product, or if they do not understand what you're trying to tell them. It's very easy to say, hey man, it's you need to lower your blood cholesterol, or you need to lower your blood sugar, or you need to improve your heart health, or you need to lose weight. But it has not, if you are not clearly identifying in how many years is their life at stake, and what is the percentage of people who are dying at, let's say, 40s, percentage of people who are dying in the 40s, late 45, 50s, 60s, with regard to diabetes. What is the actual mortality rate among diabetics in the 45 to 50 year age range? If that's your prospect, then they're not going to feel that direct threat to their survival, and it's going to be that much more difficult to sell your products. Similarly, if you're selling financial products, what is the direct threat to survival in the current scenario of inflation, in the current scenario of taxation? How does it affect the long-term wealth building, and how many years of their survival does it directly curtail unless they go to invest in your product or your opportunity or whatever it is? Okay, so survival. What is survival? Survival is basically direct threat to me or a disease that can threaten me, and insurance against the thing. When I say insurance, I don't mean the insurance product. It means how can your product, which could be a health product, how can your make money product directly help you to protect against that. All right. The second thing is replication. People are going to do anything to further their mating prospects if they are in that mating age, if they are in the if they are from teenage all the way till probably their early 30s, if they are in that age where they are unmarried and they're looking for prospects, or if they are already married, then the prospects of their kids' survival. All right. So replication basically means survival of the self, and replication means survival of the species. If your target audience is in the unmarried segment, which is teens to probably early 30s, then they are probably looking to look more attractive. They are looking to find a mate. They're looking to find that boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, husband, etc. And anything that is targeted to them. If you see a lot of these ads, Pepsi, a lot of the different cosmetics, they are targeted towards making them look more attractive and helping them find a mate. If they are in the 30 plus segment and they're likely to have kids, or 40 plus segment where their kids are still growing up, then the prospect of having their kids lead a good life is a very, very good trigger. So you need to be focusing on that with your health product, with your make money product. Even with the health products, very, very important to outline what is the likelihood of them living into an age where they can still be of support to their kids, and what is the likelihood that if they don't improve their health, they're not going to be able to live at until an age where the kid might still need them. Hey man, your kids are going to be 26, 27, 28, and they're still going to need you, but if you don't improve your health, you're not going to survive till that long. And that means that even if you don't want to do it for yourself, you need to do it for your kids. Those are the kind of hooks and pulls that you need to build inside your health product or financial product if you want to kind of trigger the survival and the replication drive. Then you have certain smaller drives, which are comfort, People are going to do anything to get out of immediate pain and comfort. If you have a health product especially that is going to help people with their arthritis or something, or that is going to help them with kidney stones or something like that, then this product is going to move very, very well. Or if you have a product that is going to get them out of immediate, let's say you're a financial planner who specializes in helping people get out of debt through the various instruments that you may have, then this is going to be very, very useful. You're going to have a very good closing rate. Next is conformity. People do anything for social approval. What if you can just prove to your prospects that everybody who's anybody in your age group or everybody who's anybody in your town is basically doing this, is getting into this program, or is buying this kind of product or making these kind of investments or getting healthy or whatever it is, then people are going to go along with that. All right, you can see a whole lot of Instagram generation is all about conformity. They are all about replication, which is attracting a mate, and they are all about class, which is the fifth factor, which is, do they want to be better than their circle? A whole generation today on social media is just trying to show off that they are better than other people around them by showing off their travel pics, by showing off their cars, whether real or fake, or by showing off their lifestyle. And all of it has to do with replication, conformity, and class. So these are some of the different triggers that you need to understand. What is your target audience and how can you pull on these triggers, especially survival and replication? What are some of the other triggers you can pull on, which is comfort, conformity, or class? What are the different arguments that you have about your product that can trigger probably all of these five different triggers? And then you can, during your sales pitch, you can hit on all of these elements by using the 3 S's that I outlined in my previous video. All right, so this video was all about dominant buying motive, and the homework for you today is to write down one way each in which your target audience, you can just trigger the survival, kind of the survival need, the replication need, the comfort need, conformity need, or class need. All right, and that's going to set you up for the actual in the frame discussion, which is the 3 S's, which I covered in my last video. I hope this was useful to you, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video, in which I will be covering the sales elements that you need to prepare for before you actually get inside that call with your prospect. All right, look forward to seeing you. If you like this video, please comment below what you liked best. If you have a question, please ask me the question. I'm sure to respond to it. And definitely subscribe to our channel, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye bye.